Now, when we get to the 50 goals of support hit, it is time for the return of a fun marathon, which is viewers' choice per your request. You said, we want viewers' choice. And I said, ask and you shall receive. So right now, you guys are nominating games for viewers' choice. All right. And you might say, well, what games have been nominated so far? A wide variety of games have been nominated. Let's just take a quick look at some of them. Hold on one second because I don't know if this is going to be on. Okay, I'm on a weird spot because I moved my camera for Claire Obscure, but I'll be on this side for some reason while we do this. So FYI, here's just some of the games that have been nominated. Lost Records Tape 2. Okay, then. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 seems a lot of people want to see me try this game. What? This is an idiot. This isn't even a game, so get out of here. Counter-Strike 2. I didn't even, people have mentioned that to me. That Counter-Strike 2 is out. And I didn't even know. I was like, what? Counter-Strike 2? So apparently that's one there. Chess again, the return of chess. I don't know what cell damage is. Finish some of the Five Nights at Freddy's games. Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door remake. That was one that actually was nominated last time for Viewer's Choice, but didn't make it. Dave the Diver, Mountain Blade Warband or Bannerlord. Sex with Hitler. How about a ban from YouTube? Here we go. Crusader Kings, Fear and Hunger 1 or 2. Sadly, I can't play Fear and Hunger because apparently it has adult content, but I'll leave it on there anyway. American Truck Simulator, someone had mentioned that the other day. And then as we scroll down, you're going to see lots of different ones, okay? With various levels of thumbs up. Oh, here's another one. Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door remake. So I'm going to have to add that with the other one. So the way it works is you nominate a game, and then people can also nominate the game in a separate post, or they can thumb up your nomination. And the games that are most nominated are going to make it into a final poll, which you guys are going to vote on, okay? And that poll will determine what games actually make it into the marathon. And the way it works is typically during one of these marathons, I play around 4 games. And it's fun because it's a good variety. And sometimes if I like a game enough, we end up turning it into a full playthrough on the channel. So you can see it keeps going. It's like endless amounts of nominations. So here's the deal. If you want to see your game or your nomination make it to the marathon, I strongly advise not only posting it up, but trying to rally people to your cause. The more people who like your nomination, that's going to get it chance increased that we're going to play it during the marathon. Okay. You never know how the poll's going to go because there's going to be a final poll as well. But the more nominations, the better. So get to it if you haven't yet. Nominate games over there. Okay. And that will be running until the weekend, probably Saturday-ish, maybe Sunday. And then I will say, okay, enough nominations. Time to tally up, the nominations and all of that. And then we'll do a poll, and you guys will vote for a day or two. And the most, voted for games will be the ones that we play during the marathon. Now you might say, that's great. When's the marathon? I don't know. The marathon timing is dependent on you. It depends on when we hit 50 goals of support, but it also depends on scheduling. For example, I said I'm here for 7 days straight. So that's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay? Typically, marathons do much better when I do them on weekends. Why? Because a lot of people have either school or work off on weekends. You have more time to plan for it ahead of time, stuff like that. In this case, because of the timing, okay, unless we get an incredible amount of support, all right, so we're talking, I would have to hit 9 more goals between now and like Sunday, right? If we get 9 more goals between now and Sunday, then yeah, we could do the marathon on Sunday. And that's like, for me, my opinion is that would be perfect timing. Sunday would be the perfect day because more people would be here, food, booze, variety of games. It would be a great, positive, festive vibe to start the month of May. But I don't think we're going to hit 9 goals between now and Sunday. I mean, we would have to have a massive rallying. And the thing is, this week actually has been on the slower side. For example, this week, we have less than 30 gifted subs over on Kick, which is insanely slow for me. Usually I have way more than that. So because of that, I don't see that real momentum happening. All right. So realistically, I'm thinking that I probably will be hitting the goal maybe around the middle of next week. I mean, that's if you just say, let's say I hit every goal, one a stream. There'd be 2 today, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday, 2 Monday. We'd probably hit it around Tuesday. But that's assuming we hit a goal every single stream, which doesn't happen. Then again, sometimes we hit multiple goals a stream, and that's not predictable. Like, you just don't know, right? So, all that being said, let's see what happens. It's this simple. The more you support, the more goals hit, the sooner the marathon happens. I would love to do it on the weekend, but it would take probably a miracle for that to happen. You'd probably have to have one or several very generous individuals to come by and support, whether it's Kick, YouTube, or a tip or whatever. We'd have to have a giant amount of support. And I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see what happens. You know, never say never, because every time that I say something like that, all of a sudden people shock me. And, you know, quite frankly, this whole last 8-9 months has been amazing. It's life-changing. Now I have a much better setup. We have flexibility to do whatever we need to do on any stream, whether it's a PC game, a console game, no matter how much it costs, what the availability is. You know, I've been able to spend some more time with my wife, which has been great. I'm looking forward to the next couple of days where I get to spend time with her, which I don't normally get to do. And it's been amazing. So I never would have told you that this would have happened in the last 9 months. I never would have guessed. Okay. And it has. So, like I said, never say never. Let's see what happens over the next several days. But this would be a good time to get started. For example, last night on the Blueprint stream, support was incredibly slow. But I think that's a symptom of, number one, Blueprint's now being a night stream when normally it was a day stream. And number two, the fact of the kind of game that it is. You'll every once in a while get someone who really likes that kind of game coming by, but it's not going to be consistent, right? So let's get back on track today. You guys have really liked Expedition 33. Me too. I love Expedition 33. I think it's an outstanding, original, fun game. I can't wait to play it today. All right. So let's get it going. Let's stick around after this podcast to enjoy the game. And also, let's get some support rolling if we can. Let's see if we can hit some of these goals and get to this marathon, right?